In East Tennessee, it has been a tradition for many years. Oak Ridge High School has held a 9/11 remembrance every year since 2003. 10 News reporter Libby Cunningham was at the service today and spoke to first responders and students about the importance of never forgetting what happened on September 11th, 2001.
Where were you when you heard? It's a question a lot of people asked and answered about September 11th, 2001. In East Tennessee, people have not forgotten those killed in New York City, Washington, D.C., and Pennsylvania. During an early morning ceremony at Oak Ridge High School, almost exactly 24 years later, students who weren't alive at the time of the attacks reflect on what the attacks mean to them.
Events that are supposed to disorganize the country and are supposed to bring chaos don't have to do that. They can actually do the opposite. And so even in times now where we may have things going on in our world, it doesn't mean that we all have to go into chaos, but we can unite and we can only grow stronger through these hardships.
Those attacks changed America. First responders, military members, and students who are part of Oak Ridge High School's junior ROTC program gathered to honor the people killed on 9/11. Oak Ridge Police Chief Robin Smith was a TVA police commander in Chattanooga at that time. He says he remembers the day vividly, and it started when a colleague called him and told him to turn on a TV.
They said, turn on a TV, find a TV. It wasn't like now where everybody just had a TV sitting everywhere. Find a TV, turn it on. An airplane has just hit the towers. You know, and we're like, oh no, what a horrible accident. You know, and so while we're trying to get a TV set up, then the second one hit.
Smith says he was touched by the amount of students who participated in the ceremony so many years later. For the kids, they say it's important to let first responders know that their work is appreciated.
And even though sometimes we may not notice or recognize because they are working around the clock through every holiday, I just want to say thank you for all you do and keeping us safe.
That was Libby Cunningham reporting. Oak Ridge High School also has a memorial to 9/11 on its campus. It includes a placard and a beam of steel pulled from the rubble of the Twin Towers that collapsed. Well, hundreds of UT ROTC cadets gathered this morning to remember those who lost their lives on 9/11 by climbing stairs at Neyland Stadium. The cadets honored the first responders who died rushing into the World Trade Center towers to save lives. They climbed the equivalent of 110 stories, the height of those skyscrapers. A member who was not alive when the attacks happened said she understands why it's important to remember and honor all those who died.
I think it's a great time for our generation to come together, and there's a lot of things that divide us in this world, but one thing that the country can come behind is being patriotic, standing for people that lost their lives, trying to protect civilians, trying to help each other in their community. So, I still get chills thinking about 9/11, even though I never actually saw it on TV.
Well, this morning, people paused in downtown Knoxville during a moment of silence in remembrance of those terrorist attacks that claimed thousands of lives. Community leaders laid a wreath and flowers. The ceremony was hosted by KPD chaplains.